Hey, it's Johnny, and this is why therapy and traditional life coaching will not get you to where you want to be. Real quick, I'm Johnny Zemsky, owner of Lion's Tail Personal Transformation Coaching. Welcome to the channel. I'm glad you're here. So this video is my problem with the coaching industry, the thing that really bugs me about the coaching industry. So I've been a personal transformation mentor for years now, and it helped hundreds of men go from being low self-worth and full of fear, shame, and guilt to being the man they were really born to be and the man they always wanted to be. And along this process, I've met a lot of other coaches. I've had a lot of other coaches, therapists, all kinds of stuff, and worked with some amazing people and some not amazing people, both. But I did come across this one trend around coaching that really bothered me. And the thing that I really don't like about it, therapy and coaching, is it's passive. And this drives me crazy. So I have a therapist. I got into therapy not too long ago, but for a while now. And I was really hesitant my whole life. And then when I got there, I was really relieved and I loved it. And therapy has its place. The big thing about therapy, if you've never done it, is therapy is a great place to talk to somebody where you can be completely open, honest, vulnerable, and say what you're really thinking. That's a really cool space. It's kind of like journaling for me. I can get that done with just a journal. Therapists have an amazing place in the world, but if you're trying to change your life, the trajectory of your life right now, that's not the spot. Therapy is mostly talking. So you get to talk to somebody, you get to be open and honest, which, spoiler alert, when I can teach you how to do this everywhere, all the time, every moment of your day, you won't need this anymore. When you go to a therapist, you get to go in there and you get to share this space, share your thoughts in a comfortable space. And what they usually say back to you, just like the movies, is, interesting. Well, what do you think about that? And that's cool. That has its place. But to be honest, if I'm paying somebody, I don't want to hear what I think about it. I want to hear what you think about it. I want to know your thoughts. You're a trained therapist. You've got skills in this. You've got education. You tell me, what do you think about this thing? Don't just reflect it back on me. If you've never done that before, I'll keep a link down below for our free transformational journal. It's lovely. You'll love it. You get really good at it. You'll never need a therapist again. Big thing about therapy is it's just passive, and if you get really good at journaling, you can essentially become your own therapist, because what therapy is like I said, sharing in a safe space and just getting that reflected back to you. When you get really good at journaling, you're going to be able to do that yourself and save yourself whatever the fee is every week, and be able to write out your actual thoughts, gain some perspective of it, and make changes in your life already. So you can skip the therapy side and do it yourself. But you gotta get really good at journaling, and you gotta know how to do it, and I can help with that. So that's therapy. And it's got its place, but like I said, it's not gonna be the thing that changes your life. Okay, so then you go to traditional life coaching. And life coaching is a little bit different, right? Life coaching it's kind of like a coach in football, where you are at point A, you want to get to point B, and you need somebody to help you along the way, to guide you, to let you know if your form's right, if you're working on the right stuff, that kind of stuff. And life coaching is really cool in this regard. It's like, hey, I want to start a business, right? Or hey, I want to lose 30 pounds, or I want to improve my relationships, or whatever. And life coaching can set you up with a plan. What's your goals? Let's turn them into SMART goals. Let's get you focused and specific and measurable, and let's meet every week, which is really important, right? Let's meet every week. And not only are we going to talk about how you're feeling, but now we're going to talk about, are you on the right path to get to your goals? And I gave you some homework last week. Did you do it? Why didn't you do it? Why are you falling behind? Or you did really well. Let's keep the train going. You know, that's cool. That definitely has a place. It's a little bit more active than therapy itself, but it's still a bit passive. And here's the thing that they tell you in a lot of life coaching certifications is the same thing that they say in therapy. Don't give anybody the answers. Let them find their own answers, right? And that's true. Like when you talk to me, I want to hear your thoughts, and I'm going to reflect back and say, why do you think that's the case? But I'm not just going to leave you there. And that's what drives me crazy is again, like, if I'm going to pay you money, I want to hear your thoughts. Yeah, I want you to reflect back to me, and I want you to tell me, I want you to make me go inside myself and find some answers and stuff. But I also want to see where you're at. You've coached hundreds of men, you know? Tell me, what's your perspective? Give me some thoughts on that. And that's what drives me crazy is some coaches, not all, right? There's some really active ones out there, but they will just kind of give back to you what you're thinking, and that's good stuff. But at the same time, you're at a place now where you don't want to be. And we're making incremental steps to get better and better. And that is a really good piece. I was a continuous improvement engineer for 13 years, and that is a piece like they talk about with Kaizen, which means continuous improvement or improvement in Japanese, 1% better every day. But in that same vein, you also have Kaizen events. So every so often, every 3 months or so, they have a big event where you can get it all done in 3 days. We just squash it down into 3 days and we make a big change. And it's called a step change. So you're improving 1% every day, but also every 3 months or so, you make a big giant change and a jump to another level. And then you make 1% off of that. And the value of that is massive. So traditional life coaching definitely has its purpose and will give you more on point and more focus in the direction you want to go and very specific to exactly what you want to do, but it's still not the way that you completely change the trajectory of your life. If you're looking for that, if you want to go from point A to point B quickly and change the path that you're on and now go after a different life with a different set of dreams, with a different set of values, and go after what you really want in life, what you've always really wanted, but you're too scared to go after it, too scared to admit that you really wanted it, and always living in jealousy of other people and in fear of actually getting it or even trying it, then you don't need traditional life coaching, you don't need therapy, you need a mentor. And I gotta tell you, having a mentor changed my life. I've actually had around 5 at this point. I had mentors for all the different things I wanted to do in life. Real estate mentors, financial mentors, and then big thing is personal growth mentors. And I've had a ton of those. And when I got my first one, he was amazing. I outgrew him really quickly, actually. I moved on to my next one, got a real estate mentor because I wanted to get good at real estate investing. Saved me so much time, so much headache, and a lot of success books and principles. Motivational speakers, people who have really done it, they talk about this all the time. Having a mentor is the biggest life hack there is, period. And I can speak from personal experience and the experience of my clients and my friends. This is 100% true. Because here's the thing that mentorship does that therapy and life coaching doesn't do. In mentorship, you have a person who is where you are now. He's been there, right? He's where you are currently. He was where you are currently. He has the same struggles as you. He understands where you're at, and he is where you want to be. Now, this is where it changes everything. He was where you are now, and he is where you want to be, which means he's gone through that path. So it might be a slightly different struggle, right? You might have different variables along the way. They're a little bit different than him, but he's still gone on that path. And the big piece about this, if you think about it, if you're looking up and you're going hiking, like where I live, there's a ton of mountains and people go hiking. I actually don't like it, but other people do. But if you're going hiking and you're looking up the mountain or a hill, let's say a hill, it looks so big. But when you go up it and you just start going up the path and you're at the top, it doesn't look that big and scary anymore. It's actually smaller. And that's the thing that a mentor can really help you with that other people can't, is they've been through the same path, the same struggle, and they can actually see the molehills that look like mountains now. And that's what actually changed my life. So I completely changed the course of my life over 90 days. I went from point A to point B, and I didn't change my life completely in 90 days, but what it did is it changed the path I was on, which is massive. That's all you need, right? It completely changed the direction of my life and set me on a different path than I had ever been on now. And that's what mentorship does. It's completely different than therapy and very different from life coaching in that it's not just weekly check-ins. It's not just tell me about your day, what do you think about that, a safe space to share. Because essentially what we'll teach you is you're going to be able to do that every day of your life anyways and become your true authentic self, which is so freeing and gives you all your energy back, first of all. The next piece is it's not just life coaching in that we're going to take your goals, make them more smart, and we're going to check in every week and see if you're progressing towards it. There is that component, but that's only a piece of it. What we're talking about is a complete identity shift, a complete overhaul. You tell me, where are you at now and where do you actually want to be? Like, what's your dreams? When you're a little kid, what did you want to be? What do you actually want to go after? What have you been scared to go after? And we're going to show you how to get there. We're going to take a real big inventory where you're at now, see exactly where you want to go, see the real root cause of what's holding you back, and also what makes you excel at the things you excel at. Create a customized plan just for you, and then add in all the support pieces, add you with a community of your brothers and everything else. And that's what mentorship actually does. It gives you somebody who was where you were, is where you want to be, and can guide you along the way, in addition with checking in with you, giving you a little bit of support, and giving you a network with other people who are working on the same exact stuff, which to be honest is incredibly freeing. And when you ever get in a room with a bunch of guys who are struggling with the exact same stuff as you and you don't feel like you're doing it alone anymore, that alone just changes everything completely. So I'm very passionate about this because, like I said, I changed the course of my life in 90 days, and now I am living my dream life. And that would have never happened in therapy or in traditional life coaching. It only happened through a mentorship program. And the big thing is you have to find the one that's right for you. And if you really want to change your life, that is the way to go. It's the biggest life hack there is. And I can tell you that from experience. So if that's what you're into, if you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling frustrated, if you're feeling like you just can't get out of debt, or you just stuck in the middle and you're not really working out what you're passionate about, you wish you could be a little bit more of the person that your little boy wanted to be when he was little, the person you thought you could be, but you got all these self-limiting beliefs that just put you down, and all these little experiences when you were younger just put all these constraints on you. If you really just want to break free and just say, it's enough, I'm going after my dreams and being the man I was born to be, then let me know. That's what we're all about. Real life-changing confidence. That's what we instill in men. And we take them from low self-esteem, low self-worth, to believing that they can handle everything because it's true. Once you believe it, once you actually believe that you can actually get anything you want in life, it will start to come to you. It's just crazy. That's what happened to me, and now I'm living my dream life. Like, I'm living proof. So if this speaks to you, if this got your gears turning, if this is interesting to you, hit the like button, subscribe, because this is going to help me get my message to more men like us that need to know that there's a different life once you're truly self-confident and you truly believe yourself, and it's possible for everyone. So like it, subscribe it. There's also some links down in the comments for my website, my Instagram, and a couple free lead magnets just to give you a taste of what we do here. And if that's interesting, there's also a link to book a call real quick so we can chat, see if you're a good fit for some of our deeper programs. Because when I changed the course of my life, when I actually changed from where I was headed, a life of settling for everything and always wishing for something else, to actually becoming the man that I always wanted to be, and actually getting all those things I was wishing for forever, and knew that was true, I just knew I had to tell as many men as possible. So click the link, check out our stuff, book a call, let's chat, and I hope you found it interesting. Cheers.